Lord have mercy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. Listen, I'm sorry for my tardiness. I was on the phone trying to get some receipts, trying to listen, and I was trying to do the Junebug challenge. Before, let me open up with this, okay? Here I am. I was trying to do the Junebug challenge, and I fell down. I tried, bend my legs, and my right leg gave out, and I slipped and fell and hit the floor. I'm all in the parking lot trying to do it, and I just couldn't keep my balance doing the Junebug challenge. I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep my balance. I'm trying to do the Junebug challenge to do that and have y'all to come out there. And I didn't like my walk challenge. I didn't like it. I did the walk challenge too. Didn't like it that I was walking with a limp and wobbling down the hall. So I said, let me take away the Junebug challenge. I can't really do the walking challenge or the Junebug. I'm not about to embarrass myself and put that out there. Now, the producers, if they come in my email and DM me and say, Wiley, we want to see those videos. We want to see the walk videos. If I get about 5 or 10 people, come in my DM and DM me, say, Wiley, we want to see the challenges, then I do it for my audience. But if y'all don't request it, then I don't know, I do it for my producers. If y'all say, listen, Wiley, go do the Junebug, put it out. I don't care if it ain't right, put it out. So just don't laugh at me. If you do, keep it a secret. Don't be out there laughing at me publicly. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely doing that. And we had a full show today, ladies and gentlemen. Full show today. We're going to be getting into DJ Akademiks. We're going to be talking about Diddy today. We're also going to be talking about Offset. We're going to be talking about, let me write her name down, Lauren London. We're going to talk about that. We also going to be talking about bloggers went around saying about putting out fake news stating that Tasha K lost the lawsuit. We're going to talk about that. And also we're going to be talking about Toni going off on her daughter, Black Chyna, on Tasha K's show. So before all the people come out this, Tasha K is a hot topic. That's why she's in the lineup. As long as she hot, I'm going to talk about it. Okay? As long as she out here doing what she's doing, I'm going to talk about it. All right. So let us first start out with DJ Akademiks. Can we get his picture up there first? DJ Akademiks. We got to talk about DJ Akademiks. Where is he at? There you go, DJ. So DJ Akademiks did a video, and he was talking about, well, these rappers out here, they gay, and they be sucking on peen. They out here doing all that, but I ain't gonna name no names because I ain't gonna live and I'll do all that. So I'm gonna keep quiet. But it's a lot of these rappers out here sucking peen, and I ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm like, bruh, wasn't you the one that did the Chirac series? Weren't you the one promoting rappers to beef with other rappers, and they were getting knocked out and just killed? Weren't you promoting that dangerous, deadly series? So for you to say you're not going to necessarily do that, you're not going to necessarily talk about a person sucking peen because you don't want to end your life, but you were the same one sat there with your big jaws, no neck, and you sat there and you promoted that those rappers going back and forth. But then you don't want to expose the gay ones, expose them. We ain't going to be shocked if you name some of these rappers that goes both ways. We're not going to be shocked. Most people in the industry already know. The masses already just come out. I think some of these rappers, if they come out of the closet, they would get a little bit more clout than what they get. Some of these rappers need to come out because they can tap into that's one thing about the LGBTQISTUVWXYZ community. They do give a bag. You better ask Tank. They give a bag. You better call Tank the Singer. When he came out, baby, them gay clubs and them gay events, they were booking him like the hottest thing around. And he was taking that money and he was taking off his shirt. And then he was singing. When we, okay, F, he was out there singing. And they was out there, you better go, Tank. Go, girl. Yes, girl, did you say him? What's the Tank? Oh my God. Tank. They was all up there and he was still dancing. He was still there, baby. They was up there throwing. People was rushing to go to Walmart, getting douche kits so they can douche. And they was on all types. They was all up there. It was packed wall to wall. Someone was throwing their Dookie Stain draws on the stage. They were happy that Tank, came and came out. They was happy when he said he liked to get his salad tossed. And he was getting money on top of money. That's what I'm saying. So it ain't gonna make these rappers, these DL rappers, lose their career. No, it's 2021. And they're not gonna lose it. They're actually gonna win. Because even if they say, hey, we don't want to deal with them, the gay community gonna step up, they're gonna pay. Especially if you masculine, especially if you got tattoos, especially if you're a rapper, you got swag, the community gonna rock with you. They're gonna rock with you. I keep that all the way real. You are not gonna be out here talking about all that. Even if some of these singers out here, that is questionable. And y'all even naming some names, but due to the fact I don't want to get no lawsuit, I ain't gonna name no names either. So I kind of with you, DJ Akademiks. I don't want to get no lawsuit, so I ain't gonna be out here naming names. Well, I heard it was this such and such rapper that his name is Twisted Foot. His name is Wild Eye. I heard that Wild Eye, the rapper, is on the DL. And I don't want to be getting Goldberg serving me with a process server. Excuse me, Mr. Wiley. You have been served. And then they go in the car and say, well, yes, we served Mr. Wiley at 8:17 p.m. We have served him with the documents. Then I got to be in a deposition. Okay? So unless I get some facts, unless I get some video footage that, that it is some, oh Lord, I almost slipped one out, that it's a rapper that's out here on both sides, then I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about how Dr. Larry Reed said, if it's public, then I'll talk about it. But I ain't gonna be talking about if why I did this way, Not gonna talk about it, Love it. Let's move on. But go ahead, DJ Akademiks. You messy and stuff like that. And what gets me is you really want to be the male version of Wendy Williams. You want to be the guy. Let me be the male version of Wendy Williams. Let me break some tea. Let me just break the internet. You're trying to do that, but then you're trying to stay safe. If you're willing to take that risk, then take that risk and go ahead and just put it all out there, or don't talk about it at all. We're going to move on. And last, I want you all to comment, for those that catch the replay and those that are watching me now, comment below who you think the rappers that goes both ways. Let me know in the comments which rapper you think that gets on their knees and licking on a chocolate stick, that gets on their knees and lick on a stick. Okay, get played in their back door area. Where that, get played in that area where you go at. All right, let me know. Okay. Now we're going to get into Diddy. Yes, I want to get into Diddy. Let me see. Do I have his picture up? Yes, I have his picture up. Okay. Shout out to P. Diddy. He is in the news because he sold, his company, Sean John, like years ago. And he sold it to a company, Global Brand. And what Global Brand was doing, Global Brand went to the UK and literally promoted a brand of P. Diddy, in the UK. While promoting the brand, P. Diddy found out that they're promoting his likeness, his image in the UK. So once P. Diddy found out and said, hey, what's going on? I did not give Sean John the permission to use my likeness. I didn't give the permission to use my image for a promo or for a campaign. And he was like, I got to sue. So he's suing them, right? This reminds me when Michael Jordan sued Akademiks, the grocery stores that used to be in Chicago, right? It was called Akademiks. And Michael Jordan sued them because they were using his likeness, and he won. He was like, you cannot use my likeness. I did not give you permission to use my likeness. So I am here for P. Diddy suing them. I know he's probably going to win. They're probably going to, settle out of court. they're probably going to say, hey, PD, they got caught up, so you're probably going to have to give a couple of stacks, a couple of million. It's dependent upon, but I do believe that this case will get settled. But I can't really talk about the case, somehow he won or lost, because I ain't like some of these other bloggers that you rushing for a story to break a story to be first. I'm going to wait till the documentation come out if he win or lose. So I don't really know. I haven't seen any court documents yet, but once the documents come out, we will break that case down, and I will bring you not fictional information. I will bring you factual information. Okay. So good luck to Diddy and his endeavors with Sean John. And I really doesn't like that Sean John got sold. I'm so tired of black people creating these businesses, these outlets, then they sell it to these other companies. Keep your companies and build it and leave it to your children and leave it to your children's children. I really don't like that. But Sean John, let's be clear, is not a great company without P. Diddy. He made it hot with his connections in the rap community, his connections in hip hop and R&B. He made that brand hot. So I don't know why he sold it to global brand. Global? Why would you sell yourself? Even I had the same problem, and I broke it down with Dr. Dre. Like, why did you sell Beats headphone? Why you don't keep Beats headphone? Why did you sell it? So I had an issue with that as well. So we're gonna move on, because I hope P. Diddy wins this. Now, I'm on the side of him on that, okay? I really hope he wins that lawsuit. So we broke a story here on the Wiley Show first. We broke a story on the caregiver and this elderly white woman, which is a resident, a patient, spitting on the caregiver, right? She was like, "Pooh, I told you, I know you probably stole from me." And she was spitting on him, throwing stuff up. The lady was just chopping up vegetables, right? Recording. So we talked about it. We broke the story first. Then everybody started breaking the story about how she was out dancing with the patient. She was out there. She was out there, and the old lady, she had a little tremble. She was out there holding her glass, doing all that, and the other lady, she was like, she was out there. She was dancing and gyrating, and I said, "Hold up, sister, you are breaking the rules, because if you didn't get the permission of that facility." If you didn't get the permission of that patient or that patient family to record her, you are, ma'am, sis, in violation of HIPAA. You are violating HIPAA. So if you're out there putting out a video with a patient, you will lose your job if the job find out and they didn't get permission. And it was a lady that she would always record like Snapchat videos. And the boss found out that she was recording the Snapchat videos, and she lost her job. You cannot record residents. Despite how funny it is, despite how entertaining it is, you cannot. It's a lot of people that, I've been around, that I would love to record, that I love to do a video with. I will probably make millions, but I'm not at risk of losing my job or getting a nasty lawsuit from the family and losing my license and having that on my record. I'm not about to do all that. So, sis, you need to stop taking those videos. You're eventually going to get fired. You're eventually probably going to lose your license, and you're probably you're going to get in a lot of trouble. So stop recording. Stop putting that stuff out, because if you don't, you're going to get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. And you up there giving that lady something to drink, you better hope that was Kool-Aid or ginger ale up in there. Or unless you got permission from the family or the nurse or that patient to give that woman alcohol. So all the way around, this is just a hot mess. Now, like I told you yesterday, I am a caregiver. I've done caregivers, CNA caregivers, all the same, right? CNA typically is the CNA. You get your license and you go ahead on and you take the test. You'll be a certified nurse assistant. Caregiver, typically, really, some have their CNAs and some don't. You really don't have to have your CNA to be a caregiver. Some places you can actually be home health aide without a CNA license, just to back it down with it. But I've been in rooms. I've been spit on. I've been scratched. I've been hit. I've been punched. I've been cussed out. I've been called the N-word. I've been called everything in the book. I've been called a cockeyed F-word. I've been called a cockeyed S-word. So I have been called all those things. That's what it made me stronger over here on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you, reason why I am so strong that I don't let things get under my skin is because I worked in an environment where you get that abuse, get dogged out, you take it. So a lot of things doesn't bother me on YouTube because in real life, I know how to handle people that feel some type of way. It gets when people call me all type of names and drag me or talk about my eye or talk about my leg or talk about this or talk about that. It doesn't necessarily get to me. It don't tip me to go off because I have very, 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 very thick skin. Okay. Very, very thick skin. I had one patient, this is like years ago, and she was singing a song. I said to myself, I wish Wiley I was straight. Oh yeah. I wish his eyes were straight. He's looking at me cross-eyed. She came up with a whole record. So I understand. I've been there. I've done that. I've been in spaces with people that were white, and I will be taking care of their mothers, or we will be doing activities, and I will hear a statement, oh my gosh, I never seen my mother so calm around a colored guy. In her past, she didn't really like colored guys. So I don't know why. I'm like, what? Did you just tell me that? Like, it's my job to be nice. This is not supposed to do. Like, you just go just up and just say I'm colored? Like, come on. Like, just really in the circle. So I've been there. I can tell you, I can write a whole book and some. Once I retire and like really out of the business, I can write a whole book from chapter 1 to chapter 30 about the experiences in healthcare and about the experiences of being a Black healthcare worker working in a predominantly white environment. It is so different. I worked in toxic environments, even with administrations, worked in toxic environments, even with residents. So yes. So, sis, stop getting on camera. Sis, do that. And I want to hear what y'all thoughts about it in the comment section. Let me know down there in the chat or how you really feel about that Black caregiver posting a video dancing with one of her residents. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Lauren London. Now, Lauren London, I condole. She lost her boyfriend. And losing a boyfriend, that had to be very tough, right? I think that was her husband or her boyfriend. Either way, she lost somebody that was really close to her, that she was very intimate with. So it was like rumors. They were saying, hey, that she's pregnant and that she's pregnant with her third child. So I was reading on TheGreatJew.net. They said California-based newspaper, the LA, has dropped draws with reports actress Lauren London is pregnant with her third child. The 36-year-old actress, model, and television personality, who was kept particularly low profile since March of 2019 of the death of rapper Nipsey Hussle, her significant other, father of her second child, is reportedly preparing for an intimate baby shower when a local source allegedly spilled news of the newborn forthcoming arrival. As the story gained traction, a number of London's supporters have taken to social media to congratulate her on her expansion of her family. She highlights inside. So it was like Lauren has yet to take to the press to confirm the news, but that hasn't stopped commentators from extending well wishes and defending her from critics who say she moved on too fast. But then she made a statement and said, hey, I'm not pregnant, so we should say it is. But hey, if she is pregnant, it's okay. It's not no bad thing. If your lover is no longer gone, they're gone to that afterlife, it's nothing wrong with her if she want to get busy and get pregnant and have a baby. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't see an issue with it. It's, you have needs, and your thing, it be yawning for a man's presence. If a man is gone, and I believe Nipsey Hussle will respect that, because you can't expect her to be a widower and never ever get intimate again with a man. You can't expect to do that. She is in her 30s, so why not can she get intimate with a man? I don't see a problem with it. I don't see an issue. It ain't about moving on too fast. You don't put a time on if you want to be intimate. It is no rules and no law that say Lauren London gotta be single for 15 years and then she can ride subpoena. She got needs too. You got needs too. What the world? She ain't got to wait all that time, 60 decades, and have to be in her old age to ride. If she want to ride it, let her ride it. If she want to go out to dates, let her go out to date. If she want to kiss, let her do it. It is her right. She ain't got to wait. Now, who are these people that be commenting in the chat? And I was saying in the chat, you ain't got. And then every time I come in the chat, they drag me about my eye and all that good stuff. But I was like, what rule in the book? She ain't wrong. She have every right to move on. She have every right to go and get intimate. Now, ladies in the group, I want to see what do y'all have to say about it. If your husband or your boyfriend unfortunately passes away, how long do you wait? 6 years, 60 years, or you can move on the next day, the next week. I've known people that moved on very, very quickly. I've met people that married, when a husband have died, they start going out of date, usually typically like 3 months, 6 months. I've seen people move on, and I don't have issue with it. I've seen people. It was a preacher that I used to follow. That I used to go to church. His wife died, and he married his wife friend. And the kids did not like it. It was like, Daddy, how you going to marry this woman that was my mother's friend, that was mama friend? And for a long time, to this day, they be throwing out shade. I remember I was in the church service, and the daughter of the mother that passed, she was like, well, I give praise to my mother, the original first lady. And no offense to you, but I'm talking about my mama, the original first lady, my daddy first love. Like, she got over there throwing ultimate church shade. And I was like, woo, I am here for it. Talk about no offense, ma'am. You was being offensive when you came out through the door. I was in the church. I couldn't believe it that she said that to the original first lady. No offense to you. Hallelujah. It is. She started speaking in tongues. Now I'm like, how you speaking in tongues and you being this nasty like that? I sat in church like, you ain't see no shade until you sit in a church service. Ain't no shade like that church shade, that church tea. That church shade, the church tea is something else. And all the lady, the new wife, all she had to do was just take it and smile. And I was like, that's disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. But hey, Lauren London, you got my back. And if you single, ready to mingle, I'm single too. I'm not saying we should talk, but I'm just putting it out there. You single, I'm single. And if you're ready to settle down, I'm ready to settle down because you're beautiful. All right, let's move on. Let me move on. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave her voice note offline. I'll leave her voice note offline. So we're gonna talk about Tokyo Toni and Black Chyna, and Tasha K is involved in it. So Tokyo Toni decided to go on Tasha K show to talk about, her friend, right, Treasure, because I believe that Tasha K got an interview with Black Chyna, former best friend. So I'm watching an interview. Technically, it wasn't an interview because Tokyo Toni was doing all the talking. Yeah, Tasha, that's what I'm saying. I help her write her autobiography. And Tasha, another thing, she's a B. She ain't nothing. She trash. She be trash. She was selling punani and all this stuff, and I was helping. I mean, the woman was talking from sun up to sundown, and Tasha K had on her headphones like, Tasha K was just looking in the camera like, all she could just look like, the woman was just dragging. And hold up, Tasha K, I got a video. I want to play it at the last of it. So she picked up that phone, and you dirty B, you didn't pay me no $5,000. You do your mama like that, you dirty H word. And then Tasha K was like, well, hold on, Tokyo Toni, we heard it now. Hold on, Tasha, it's about 30 seconds. Then it went on for another 5 minutes. She was literally dragging her daughter for filth. She cussed her daughter, Black Chyna, out for filth. And I had to sit down when I heard that cussing. I sat down and I said, why in the world is she cussing out Black Chyna? So I noticed Black Chyna teeth do not have a gap. Let me be honest with you. Black Chyna teeth do not have a gap. Black Chyna is younger. Black Chyna is in the industry. Black Chyna is a world-renowned superstar. Black Chyna is a model. Black Chyna got businesses. Black Chyna got reality shows. Black Chyna is executive producer. So all this is her resume. Tokyo Toni got a Gap. Tokyo Toni book did not sell. Tokyo Toni got dropped from Zeus Network. Tokyo Toni finances is really, really low. Tokyo Toni is not all the up to par. So once you see all of this stuff that is going on, you know doggone well. And I say this really, really humbly. You can't, as a mother, be jealous of your daughter. It's a very toxic relationship, and the most of it came with it because daughter have surpassed mother in success. That is the reason why Black Chyna mother is mad and upset. And she got mad at Tasha K, and Tasha K was like, look, you could be angry at me all the time, but you're not going to disrespect me on the show. And I'm like, Tasha K, you better say it, sis. You better say it. Let me snap 2 snaps. You ain't going to do it. Maya Angelou said, when they drag you, clap back. Do not let my dear daughter, if they say something to you, daughter, you have the everlasting right to drag them. Even Maya Angelou, she said something like that. Okay? She even made a point like that. So Tasha K have every right to sit there and clap back. She had every right to cut it short. She had every right because you were being too disrespectful. You ain't gonna be disrespecting Tasha K. She was over talking it. So every right, you just jealous and mad and pressed because your daughter is taking moves. I will not want to be your age and bitter like that. Get over it and start your own channel. You are entertaining. Stop going on these YouTube channels that people that have alcohol problems. Stop going on people channels that calls Black women monkeys, and create your own channel and create your own podcast, and you can be great yourself. But sitting there just dogging out your daughter is not going to do it. And you're not going to be successful doing that. And I say that humbly. You're not going to be successful doing that at all. You're just not. You need to get it together. You ain't gonna be successful doing that all the time. It's just not gonna happen. It's just really, really not gonna happen, because when I tell you that when I look at Tokyo Toni, I'm like, just admit it. Says I will have so much respect for her. This is where I will contribute to something that she's selling. If she say this, hey, I am jealous of my daughter. I don't know how to get over it. Can y'all tell me how can I get over this jealousy? Can y'all tell I'm jealous of my daughter? And if she come out and be honest like that, then I would be like, okay, maybe you need to work on your own success. Maybe you need to be like, hey, let me get my own platform off the ground and do that. And then people will because you being honest, you're being sincere. And then you will open up doors for yourself. You don't have to sit on the internet and drag your daughter. This ain't no fellow blogger. That is your flesh and blood. And Tasha K asked the question. She said, are you jealous of daughter? Oh, I'm not jealous. I created her. So how can I be jealous? And then minutes in the interview or mid Tokyo Toni Gap rant, you start dragging. You start cussing your daughter out and recorded your daughter. What kind of mother are you to sit there and record your daughter? What kind of mother sit there and say, let me record my daughter and let me go on Tasha K's show and spray her and just dog her out? Come on now. Ain't nobody with that likes to get that together. All right. So I see in the chat, many people are talking about Wiley. You talk about mother and daughter, toxic relationship, break it down. If it's something wrong with you're jealous of your daughter, you need deliverance. If you're jealous of your own daughter, you need a cleansing of that. You should not be walking around being jealous of your daughter. You need to talk to your daughter and tell your daughter, is there any way you can help mama get into the business? And you got into the business, Tokyo Toni. It's just not your time. Pretty much your time has to pass. It's your daughter's time. Let me drink some water. It's your daughter's time. Your daughter is the one that is winning right now. Come on now. It's your daughter's time. Get it. Oh my God. You come on now. You shouldn't be jealous of your daughter. Is something wrong? I don't want to be around a person they jealous of your daughter, or be around a person that is jealous. I don't want that spirit around me. I don't want people around me you just jealous. I don't want that spirit in my in industry that I'm in, because if I do that, then I have a spirit of jealousy and strife and envy. So no, I don't want to be around a person like that. And Tokyo Toni, your root problem is that hurt down in your gap down to your bottom of your feet. You just mad that your daughter have surpassed you in life. You upset, but you should be happy because the daughter should surpass the mother. Anytime another generation come on the scene, they should be able to surpass the previous generation. Come on, somebody, turn to your neighbor and say that your daughter should surpass you as a mother. If you're a good mother, your children should surpass you. That's where it should go. All right, I'm saying it in the chat right now. I'm going to ask y'all before we get to our last subject, what do you have to say about that? Oh, we got one more show after that. What do you have to say about that? Do you think that Tokyo Toni is jealous of Black Chyna? Press 1. Do you think that Black Chyna is jealous? If you think Tokyo Toni is jealous of Black Chyna, press 1. If you don't think Tokyo Toni is not jealous of Black Chyna, press 2. Let me know in the comments. Press 1 if you think that she's jealous. Press 2, you don't think that she's jealous. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's answer it. Come on now. Come on. It's a lot of ones in the house. OMG. It's a lot of ones up in the house. I am here for it all. Let's get, I got this subject and then we'll talk about Tasha. All right, let's get into Offset. Offset, love ya. My God. Okay, Bad and Bougie decided to be a baddie and just stealing cars. So according to the reports, Offset rented a car about last year, never returned it back. It cost $600 a day to rent. So he's talking about, well, can I want to extend it? And he kept extending it. So when they finally asked him to, pay up and return the car, he was like this, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where the car is at. I don't know where the car at. How you lose a car? You see, this is the thing where I tell people, y'all, it be some people where I had a friend. He would be so mad that these rappers were so, and I said, sir, not all these rappers are successful like that. Some of these rappers be renting cars and be doing stuff to be trying to sell an image. So he never returned the car. Then the people want $100,000 back. And I'm stuck on, how did you lose a car? You didn't lose that car. You probably still got that car at one of your garages and you just don't want to return it back. But return them people back their car. Don't be out there. And one thing about Cardi B, she should be telling her husband, babe, turn back that car. Do not have that car too long. You need to turn it back. And there's nothing wrong with that. So if you get something, if you rent a car, you should return it back. I have rented plenty cars. And I never took the car and did not return it. I never said, hey, let me wait on, I don't know what I did with the car. I don't know what I did. It's lost. I've never was that type of person. And yes, I was shocked to say, where is the tracker? Because tracker's supposed to be in the car to even view it. I know once I got my car, they put a whole tracking device in my car. When I tell you they put a tracking device, so just in case if you don't pay your your car note, they will literally take like your car. You won't be able to start it, baby. If you don't pay that note, I have many friends. Had one friend, he didn't pay his note, and so he didn't want to tell me. So the car wouldn't stop. And I'm like, what's going on? It was just working fine when we was going to the grocery store. We got in that parking lot, nothing came on. It's because he did pay his note. Then he looked at me, gave me a sad look. Anytime somebody put their head down, who, Wiley, I gotta ask you something. I said, well, what you gotta ask me? Is there any way I can borrow $4,000 to pay some car payments to get my car out? And when I get my income taxes, I pay you back the money. I said, sir, the answer to that question is no. Okay, I said, ain't no way. I'm not giving you nada because you are irresponsible for not paying your car note on time. So no. Didn't nobody tell you to go to that JD buy rider and paying all that money for a car and you couldn't keep up with the note? No, you the one that did it. Now I had a car from JD by Rider before, and I didn't pay, and they came and picked it up. But if you don't want to go and pay your car note, don't expect me to bail you out. No. Ain't no way in the world you want to wait today. You talk about, well, when I get my income tax up. No, I don't go by that. That's one of the cons that people say, well, when I get my income tax, you're going to be deferred. Then when you get your income tax, you don't hear none from them. When you get them income tax, not a word come out. Is you still there? Hello. You don't want to answer the phone. And this particular person, when he asked me that, he owes me money right now. I've been picking him up, dropping him off, going here, going there, and that brother don't want to pick up his phone and answer. He owed me money right as we speak. He owed me cash because I help him out in a situation and didn't pay it back. And you want to ask that? Child, I ain't dumb. I ain't stupid. I ain't nowhere in the world. I don't like you like that. Not at all. You ain't that cute or that attractive that I'm going to go in my bank and give you money for your irresponsibilities. No. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let us move on in this chat. Let's move on. Okay. Here we go. Now we got to get into Tasha K, right? So Tasha K is in the news, right? Tasha K, Cardi B, all of them are just in the news talking about the situation, right? Cardi B, Tasha K in the news. So they both are in the news because they got a lawsuit, okay? So some bloggers are going around saying, oh, she lost the lawsuit. Oh my God, she lost. Tasha K lost. I'm glad that B lost. I mean, cracked teeth, no teeth, gaps, and stinking breath. Oh God, Tasha K just lost. Tasha K just lost. I know she did. And then other people that supposed to be they bosses, they said, no, she didn't lose it. And another lady, Tasha K lost. I know she did. I'm reading the documents. She lost. It's over for Tasha K. No. Brush your teeth, clean up, because y'all saying stuff that it ain't true. Now y'all want to call out Tasha K for putting out fake news. Y'all putting out fake news. Like, come on now. Let's not be clear. And Wiley sitting there, he defending Tasha. Oh, Tasha K giving him money and all that. Because they mad about the money. They mad at press about the money. It triggers people. When people give over here, it really triggers them. They could get thousands upon thousands. But let Wiley let it rain over here at the Wiley Show. Let them send a super chat at the Wiley. Let it rain over here. These people will be so angry and mad. And the reason why they mad and angry is how can y'all give money and all that type of stuff, child? Because they want to, because they are grown, beautiful black women, grown, beautiful white women, grown, beautiful all type of women that follow us over here. They feel like they want to help Wiley out. They're going to contribute to the show. It's no different. So I don't be mad at my blessings. So let's get to it. So it was some documents being read, and they was talking about a proposed order, motion. And some of her proposed motion was granted, but this is not a judgment, right? It's like many different motions, a proposal of what Cardi B lawyers want from Tasha K. It is not a judgment. Documents that's being flown around don't have a judge's signature on it. They are still in the case. The case is still ongoing. Until I see a judge say, this is the judgment. When you see judgment, this comes from the judge, then we will believe that Tasha K lost the lawsuit, okay? And not only a bar will get it, TMZ will get it, Bossip would get it, the Shade Room would get it, the Neighborhood Talk would get it, Industry on Blast would get it, the Jasmine brand would get it. All of these other blogs will get this news. This will not just be YouTube tea being spilled. This will actually reach media outlets. Even Cardi B will make a statement. So this is because even when the lawsuit was dropped and when they came to Tasha K house, okay, Tasha, you have been served. Who are you? What if I would have hit you did that? Okay, we have served Kibi. We have served Latasha. We served her at 8:45 p.m. We had served her with the documents. And who posted the audio? TMZ. You remember that? They posted it. So this case will not just be a blogger. I understand. Even me, I want to rush for a story and I got to get out. I got to do my little research. I just can't rush when it comes to that. And all the documents is public record. So I talked with an attorney. They say it's just a proposed order is of it, right? And the case is ongoing. It have not ended. And unless you see a judge say this is the judgment, you must pay Cardi B all her legal fees and take down all recordings of it. Right. Now, when you go to Tasha K page, all of the Cardi B videos that she did on her page is still up. It is not deleted. She still got it up. If that was the case, if they told her to stop making the videos, take down the videos, then I'll be like, oh, okay, there she lost. Then you'll see it on the documents. We won't have to guess. We won't have to give her opinion. I think many people want her downfall. Just like what fucking Aniva said, people pray for your downfall. They think they got a little tear that wrong with the law. Now, when it came to the Tasha K, a lot of people got the information wrong and didn't correct it. They got it wrong. And this ain't what Wiley said. I'm not the judge. I'm not the lawyer in this situation. I gave my opinion on how I feel about it, and that was it. I could talk about Tasha K all the time. I can pick up the phone and say, but I don't pick up the phone and ask her for any information. Why? Because you could just log in online and get the information for yourself in black and white. Okay, I don't need to ask Tasha K, did you win or lose? Because it's still being updated on the website. It's still you can still see the findings, and people have to understand, right? This is a pandemic. So a lot of the court schedules and a lot of the court cases, a lot of things ain't being updated. That's what happened with Megan Thee Stallion. Remember the blogs put it out there? Megan Thee Stallion lost the suit. Megan Thee Stallion dropped the charges. Megan Thee Stallion dropped the charges. And Megan Thee Stallion can't drop no charges. Why? Because that's the state have to drop the charges or keep the charges going. And they ran with that because we can't find no updated court case. It's because the court didn't update their system. And then when they updated, most of the people didn't backtrack. They just deleted it and act like it didn't exist. And people ran for that on massive media outlets. I'm in a position right now. I want to be more factual in all of the stories and try before I try to rush to be first. Now we in a predicament now. We necessarily don't have to rush to be first anymore because once I learned from my mentor told me crystal clear, you don't have to rush to be first. Your people are going to be there to hear what do Wiley have to say. 15 people can go live and talk about the same thing, and 25, 60 people can say whatever, and they can talk about it, but they want to hear what Wiley have to say. They say, okay, I want to hear what Wiley had to say. What is his opinion about it? How do he break down situations? So I don't necessarily have to go first, as long because my people gonna be there regardless if we talk about a situation whether it happened today or whether it happened 2 weeks ago. They want to hear what do Wiley have to say. What is his take? Because it's my delivery. Glory. It is my delivery that matters. It is that, okay? It's that how I deliver a story. I know how to deliver a story. I know how to break it down. I do it my way. I do it the WILEY way. Okay, that's the way I do it. I don't do it like nobody else but the Wiley way. That's how I do it over here. Many people don't like my breakdowns and stuff. That's how I break down stories, and my people will be in the chat talking about it. Oh, Wiley, could you go live? Could you break this story down? I want to hear what Wiley got to say. And people is here for what the opinion of what Wiley have to say. Go give me a second. We're going to let the phone lines open up and all that type of stuff. We want to say shout out to Tasha K. We want to thank Tasha K for what she has been doing for this platform, giving us a shout out. Shout out to you, Tasha. Love you. Keep up the great work. Don't let nobody stop you. Keep making them bags. Keep making that paper.
Your show
and
now.
Just keep doing your great thing. Moderators, post the number.
Your show is scheduled to start in 26 seconds.
Now, when you call in, don't be out here cussing. Don't be out here like cussing. We don't allow no cussing, y'all. Okay? This is like the radio. Pretend like you called into the Breakfast Club. Okay?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2,
don't cuss
1.
At all. Okay? That's why people are here. We see people in the chat. And that's what it is. And so with this case, the information is out there. And it's out there. And if she lose, I'll be the first one to come out here and tell you that she lost. If she lose the case, I can guarantee you I will be the first one to say on my platform. I may not be the first one to say it, but I will be first on my platform to say, hey, she lost the suit. What is this? What is the future for Black content creators? What is the future for commentators? I will be the first one to tell you that, oh, she lost. Okay. I will be the first one to say that. I wouldn't even hold back my commentary. I will say what I have to say, but today is just not that day. Okay. All right. Let's go to the phone lines. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. Make sure you have me turned down in the back. 3939, caller, you on the air. 3939, you live on the Wiley Show. You live, 3939.
Hello.
Hey,
can you hear me?
Welcome. Go ahead, talk about it.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to talk about a couple things. Well, I was one of the few people that pressed 2 when you said she jealous of her daughter. I don't believe that she's jealous of her daughter. I feel like she's entitled. She feels entitled that because she's her mother, she should take care of her and support her. And Black China, for whatever reason, doesn't want to do that. So I think she's pissed off more than anything because she feels like I broke my back taking care of this girl, and she grew up and now she don't want to give nothing back to me. And so I think that she is verbally abusive for sure. But I think that that's what's really driving her, is that she feels that China owes her. Now, I personally agree with that. I don't make half as much as China, and I do for my parents. And even though, she might have been abusive to China, she brought China into this world whole and healthy, and she brought China to adulthood whole and healthy. Everybody didn't get that. China owes her mama support for that reason alone. Even if her mother was abusive, she owed her mama a place to stay and food to eat and a car to drive, in my opinion. So I agree with her on that point, but I do believe she's toxic. But I think it's coming from not jealousy, but because she feel like China owe her, and for some reason China don't feel like she owe her mama that. And then as far as Tasha and Cardi them, I think I feel like Tasha is going to win because for one, Cardi can't prove that she damaged her in any way. She did not damage Tasha. Cardi's been doing bigger and better than ever, so she's not damaged anything. She might have to take it down if she's able to prove she don't have those diseases or whatever. But Tasha's not going to lose anything financially, and even if she do get some money, Tasha set up she might go bankrupt, but she can start from ground zero and still build her platform back up or her financial status back up to where it was in no time. So Tasha's not really going to lose either way it go. And so, other than that, I do enjoy your commentary and everything. And I don't know what's going to Offset in that car. Offset, he probably either lost that car in a gambling debt, or he owed some dangerous people the car. He just gave him the car or something. But my question is, why wasn't the car insured? All they do have to say is, hey, the car is stolen or missing, and the insurance company pay off the car. So the car wasn't insured, or
and he owes so much money on the car though. He owes a lot of money on the car. He owes a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
So he owes like $100,000.
Okay, yeah, because he agreed to pay that. Okay, all right then. But I think that's about it, though. Keep up the good work. I love your show, and I'm a supporter.
Thank you. Peace. Okay, make sure y'all like, share, and oh gosh, call back in, Anonymous. I hung up on somebody by accident. I don't know why I do that. All right, 7083, call you on the air. Call back in, Anonymous. 7083, you live on the air. 7083. You live. Hello. And like I said, even you live on the air. 7083. Okay, call back in. Even if Cardi B wins, Tasha K still wins. And let me tell you why. It's because this suit have garnered media attention. Her business is strong. The sponsorships are strong. So even if she lose, she still win because they're going to talk about it and it's going to bring more traffic and her business is growing. She got the exclusive with Treasure. She's breaking stories. She's doing documentaries. Her Patreon people are subscribing and viewing the content. So at this time, she's still winning. Even if she lose, she still win. Anonymous, you live on the show. You live on the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Hey, you live. Go ahead. Speak on it.
Hi. So I just wanted to call to talk about the lawsuit with Tasha K and Cardi B.
Okay.
And since you're really close to Tasha K, does she give you any inside information on like when it's gonna be over?
Nope. We don't talk about the case. I don't talk about it because I want to be neutral. And with media, I just get the information off the court website. I don't need to talk to her about it.
Okay. And I also wanted to ask, what do you think of all the other smaller YouTubers that keep making like Tasha K hate videos?
Well, at the end of the day, they have every right to do videos. It brings traffic to Tasha K. People make videos about me. It brings traffic to us. So you can't stop it. So that just ain't nothing. It's just publicity. All publicity. But thank you for calling in. All right, we gotta go to the next caller. 0512. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, listen, child. I don't know what that little baby voice caller was.
Let's talk about the subjects, caller. Let's talk about the subject because we don't know who that is. That could be a multi-millionaire that could donate to the show. But let's get into the subjects.
I said she was real cute, but my comment is that that old lady that was talking about Tasha K's case, that was ridiculous. She was real happy and creepy about it. I thought that was weird.
Because they acted like she gonna go to jail, and this is a civil case. It's civil.
I mean, it was real. She was really happy for no reason, and it was simply emotion. I mean, I'm not. She was upset because Tasha was like, "Bitch, can you read?" And I mean, excuse me, but the lady was like, "I can read. I know what I'm saying. I've been following this case." I'm like, "Girl, if you've been following, you know, emotion is not a settlement." Like, come on.
It's not a settlement. It was emotion.
Right. It's emotion.
And my thing is this: if you don't know the meaning of the term, Google the term and break it down. But if you want to be a reliable, so because the point I want to make, they keep saying Tasha K ain't liable, she ain't telling the truth, and then you go around talking about the case and giving false information, lying about it. So what did I say about you? You cannot be the angel or the woman with the white hat or with the white hat on trying to break things down and talk about she's such a liar, and you giving out false information that is a lie. It don't make sense.
Baby, she need deliverance.
Right. And just Google the terms and people. And one thing I can't say,
content creators.
Right.
She needs to do her research like you do.
It is simple. It's right there. If you see most, just get the definition. You can go to YouTube. It was one YouTuber that had the video of an attorney breaking down the terms, right? So the information is out there. You don't have to be stupid unless you want to be stupid, because the information is out there to be knowledgeable.
She just thought she had a scoop.
Right.
That's it. I love your show.
Love you.
Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Oh, peace. Thank you. All right. Okay, callers, call in 646-716-8447, because we're not going to be here all day like we used to. 9344 caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
How are you? I want to speak about the Black Chyna and her mom situation. It was really, really sad to see yesterday. We all knew it was bad, but what we saw was a woman enraged. You know, a lot of us parents, let's keep it 100. You know, we were in an environment, I'm from the hood, made it out of the hood, and we saw a lot of things. And most of us in our mind, we always said we're not going to do the things our mom did, and we're not going to be like our parents. And I think Tokyo Toni is feeling those things. She saw that her daughter was able to come up, be successful, and she's probably feeling that loss and that pain of some things that she wasn't able to do in her lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to object with your first call. I know you love everybody's opinions, but, you know, I definitely think it's a jealousy thing. You know, sometimes parents, you know, they weren't able to live the lives that we lived, and they didn't have the luxuries that we had. And, you know, they do feel some type of way, you know?
Okay. So do you feel as though that Tokyo Toni needs to be honest about to say, hey, I'm upset, I'm jealous, or I need help? Do you think that she needs to be a little sincere? Is that a good look for her to drag her daughter?
I think she should definitely be open and honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Apologize to Chyna. Right now, I keep it 100. That's the only way I'm able to live my life. My mother has been getting high for all of my life. I'm 47 years old, and people, you know, they judge my sisters and I. They're like, y'all don't never put no cash in your mother's hand. No, we buy our food, we buy our clothes, we keep a roof over her head, but I refuse to put money in her hands for her to get high, because I know what it is my mother enjoyed. So I think that Tokyo, you know, she's probably embarrassed. Chyna saw a lot of things, and it's unfortunate that their relationship is the way it is with the grandkids, but hopefully Tokyo can understand that she has to respect Chyna. Chyna is now an adult with children of her own. In order to build that grandma relationship and rebuild that relationship with her daughter, she truly needs to take accountability and responsibility for the things that she did, period.
Right. I agree with you on that. She do. Absolutely. You're so right about that. And again, she was putting out information talking about who did she say that beat up or hit Black Chyna? She was just spilling tea that I think that it was very unfortunate that she did that. And then for her to be disrespectful to Tasha K, that was called out, because Tasha K actually giving you an outlet. Nobody was posting about Tokyo Toni until Tasha K now talking about it now. Now people are just posting on the blogs and talking about it and stuff like that. They're giving Tasha K she giving Tokyo Toni an outlet, and the way Tokyo Toni did it, she just did that to drag Black Chyna. What Tokyo Toni should have done, if I was managing her, I would say, listen, sus, we're gonna be here to promote our podcast, we're gonna be here to promote our YouTube to get the bag. We're going to be here promoting a t-shirt line. We're going to talk about Black Chyna, but we're not going to be just dragging her. We're going to be talking about what I'm doing, the movies that I'm making, the plays that I'm being in. That's what she should have focused on. She was the last ending of it. It just made, she may not be jealous, but that's what it came off of, jealousy from when she was, when she played.
Yeah, and then, you know, sometimes jealousy immediately turns to rage. Tasha K was really being a boss yesterday, because I don't know how she could have sat there and listened to all that screaming. I probably would have just shut the whole production down and drank me a glass of wine. How y'all doing? But at the end of the day, it just shows you, you know, some things that we all are dealing with in our lives, and we have to be truthful. There's a lot of hurt and pain there. And, you know, one day, and I know my mother will be delivered, like you said earlier, I know God can only do that. You know, sometimes people enjoy what they do, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, she'll always be my mom and have mad respect. But I will not put $2 in a damn hand, because I know where it's going.
All
and that's just the way it is.
Well, thank you so very much for calling out. Thank you. Okay, bye. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, okay, so let me, I want to talk about DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks, he just got to sit there and eat his food, because trying to out somebody, especially trying to out these rappers in the music industry, he won't have life. You know, we already seen what happened with that lady that outed the Down Low brother. She's no longer here. So DJ Akademiks just better sit there and eat his food and keep his mouth closed, because he already know. And I agree with you. He was so brave to do the whole war on Chirac, but he's scared to out these rappers. But he already know that he's treading on thin ice, because some of these rappers already want his head. The other thing is the whole Tasha K and Cardi. I agree. I think people need to just let this case play itself out. And I do think Tasha will lose. I mean, I think that a lot of the things that Tasha has done is very problematic. I hope that it's a learning lesson for Tasha. I really hope that she learned from it. And I disagree with where you say even if she loses, she still wins. And I disagree with it. Like, even though she's gained more following, she's been talked about in TMZ, and she's gotten more notoriety, she still loses, because now she can't operate her business the way she initially started when she came into the game, where she was able to, you know, put out or say things on people the way or in the manner that she was able to do it. So I think that would kind of change her, but I think in change is also going to bring growth. So I think that would also help her. I just hope that she learns from that. The other thing is Tokyo Toni and Black Chyna. So like the last caller, I disagree with the first caller. It is not Chyna's responsibility to take care of her mother. And women, mothers, fathers, people need to understand that. No one told you to lay on your back, open up your legs to have a child. You decided to do that. That's what you decided to do. You decided to carry and care for that child. That was your responsibility. Not just because that child now has gotten grown, that child is now responsible for taking care of you. No, that child did not ask to be here. You decided to bring that child into this world. Now, Tokyo Toni has been very problematic and has been saying a lot of nasty things about Chyna for years. She even said that Black Chyna wasn't even supposed to be here. She called her daughter. She said Chyna was a mistake and a statutory rape baby back in 2018. Okay? The way that she talked about her daughter and the way that she talked to her daughter, no parent should be calling her daughter a cum guzzler and all of that disgusting things. And for the woman that says, regardless of how she treated her daughter, if she was abusive, we can see that she's mentally abusive to that girl. We don't know whether or not she was physically abusive, she's emotionally abusive, whatever it was that she's done. That doesn't give her the right to say, okay, well, regardless of what she did to Chyna, Chyna still owes her and she's still supposed to take care of her because she decided to carry her and bring her into this world. No, it don't happen like that. So Tasha is good. She sat through that interview, but Tokyo Toni is a piece of trash, and that was just trash behavior. And any mother that acts like that, she's trash too.
All
And
right.
that's all I got to say, Bobby.
Thank you so much for
All
calling in. Okay, we're gonna go to the next caller.
Okay, Bobby.
Thank you. 5650 caller, you're live on the air. 5650. You're live on the air. Okay, we're gonna go to the next caller. I'm gonna try one more time. 5650. You're live on the air. All right. Okay. You gotta be ready, folks. 9867. 9867. You're live on the air.
Hi, hello, Wiley and Chad. This is the voice from New York. Can you hear me clearly?
I can. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go through a couple of things. With the law in London, and you asked how long should someone wait until they move on? They should wait until the body is buried. No, JK. Maybe like 3 months or 6 months. I mean, everyone's grieving process is different. But I didn't expect Lauren London to still be with Nipsey or not move on from Nipsey. Because if it was the inverse, I'm telling you, the guy would have probably brought his little side chick to the funeral and move on the next week. Okay, so give her some grace. It's been like almost a year or two. So I think she can move over. And honestly, Nipsey would want her to move forward. Second thing with this entire Tokyo Toni debacle and her having this animosity against her daughter, it's so sad to see, Wiley. Like, the way she talks to Black Chyna, no mother should talk to their daughter in that way. She talks to Black Chyna like Black Chyna is her enemy. Like she's a girl from the street, and she's not. Granted, maybe Tokyo Toni has a negative views of her pregnancy because I think she was raped and she kept the baby. I'm not too sure, but I feel like she had her young, and she didn't get to have the years that she liked to have due to the fact that she had Black Chyna. Now, I believe that as a child grows older, if the child do take care of their parents, it's how your parents take care of you. I don't know if because of my culture or what have you, but I do believe that when my parents get older, I'm going to take care of them without no problems, because without them, I wouldn't be who I am. But yeah.
Well, thank you so very much. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let me also talk about this really quickly because I have my thoughts on Ray J and Princess. Okay. I want to talk about this really quickly. Ray J, Princess, just stay together. Y'all love each other. I am here for this black love. Y'all look great together. But Ray J was asked a question. We'll get back to these other calls, but Ray J was asked a question, will he get back with Princess? And I think he should just stay with her. You already with her. Princess want another baby. But what I do believe that Love and Hip Hop is just using them for ratings, for clicks and views, for people to tune into the product. But I don't want to see Ray J dump Princess. I really believe that they should stay together. Ray J, that's your wife. Go to counseling. Go to therapy, but don't break up with her, because obviously you don't want to leave her, and she definitely don't want to leave you. So I just feel like y'all is just a toxic relationship, and it's so easy to work on them. Well, it's going to be a process. It's not going to be an easy process to work on the marriage, but just work through it. Work through y'all differences. I definitely can see y'all there getting together. So I don't want to see y'all break up. I don't want to see y'all go to another. You get another wife. You get another husband. Y'all we're good together, and you want to get pregnant by her again. So get it together, stay together, and y'all got my support because I love Ray J and Princess. I really would love to see them like on another reality show, maybe on WeTV or any other show. I would love to see it, but just stay together, Ray J and Princess. Okay, I don't want y'all to get divorced. Let's go back to the lines. Okay, 8997, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you
doing
tonight?
Good. Let's talk about the subjects. What's on your mind?
Hey, okay, listen. Okay, first of all, the Tokyo Toni thing, I watched that thing from beginning to end. To me, allegedly, in my eyes, Tokyo was high. She was high, and this right here, it wasn't a weed high neither. This looked like, when you have seen certain things in certain environments for so long, it's like, but the way she talked and the way she I agree with the first the caller that said that she feels like she's entitled. Yeah, I'm from the culture. I'm from the South where
you know, when you get able enough, you take care of your parents if your parents are not able to take care of themselves. And some people, you know, because you're giving homage to your family, to your mother and father, you want to take care of them because of what they have done for you, the sacrifices they have made for you in your life. So you want to take care of them. But I think there is a level of jealousy there, but I also think there is a level of entitlement, and the relationship is very toxic. And one thing I do applaud Chyna on is that she don't want her kids around her. You see how she just went left on Tasha K just that fast, and then to play a 5-minute recording of you just trashing your daughter, and she's it's like, you know, Chyna was sitting there, okay, well, what do you want me to do? You know, she was trying to reason with her. But when somebody is like that, a sober man can't reason with a mind that's not sober. It's just not going to happen. So, but then next thing about the lawsuit, I love these YouTube lawyers and these people with all these opinions. I want to see Tasha's downfall, and I hate Tasha. I don't like what she does. Well, everybody look back over their life and see how they have done things and treated people, or may have not done things unorthodox, and see how many people say to you that they wish for your downfall in things. I don't think Tasha's going to lose this case, because you're going into journalistic integrity, and you're going into freedom of speech. And certain things, it wasn't in any hate speech that Tasha has done. Now, some things I have questioned Tasha about, like, hey, sis, I think you're going too far left. I think you need to come back right. But all in all, I do like Tasha, and I don't think she's going to lose it, because guess what? Then that's going to put a stifle on TMZ. That's going to put a stifle on the Shade Room and all these other blogs that report on them to say what you can and cannot do as far as being a reporter. And it's called the Fair Use Act. So if there's any information out there, you can use it, but not to falsely report it as if it is fact.
Yes.
So, but anyway, I love you, Wiley.
Love
you. Have a great night.
You too.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, 5650, you live on the Wiley Show. 5650, you live.
Hello.
You live on the show.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. What's on your mind with these subjects?
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
I just wanted to talk about the Tokyo Toni. I think she should be called Toxic Tokyo Toni, because she is a very toxic mom. I'm going to speak on the mother's half, on the daughter's half, because I'm a mom and I'm a daughter. On the mother's half, I understand when people say she feels entitled, but no parent should feel entitled to get what their children have attained, because actually a parent puts the child in position, hopefully, to be successful on their own, and then they are supposed to support that child's success, not feel like they're entitled to it or that they should get something back from it. Now, as a daughter, I would feel bad if my mother treated me the way she treats her mother. Her mother treats her, and then feel like, oh, I owe her something. I got to give her this and I got to give her that. If she's a child of a rape, it's going to be hard for her mother to relate to her in a loving way, because her mother needs some deep-seated therapy, because she's bitter. She's bitter at the situation of how the child was brought into the world, and she can't take it out on the other adult, which is the father. So she's going to take it out on the child, because not only is that her only child, but that's the person close to her in that situation. So she's going to take it out on the child, whether she does it intentionally or she doesn't. So she needs some therapy. And because of the things that she passed on to her daughter through the process, her daughter needs therapy as well. So for me as a daughter, it would be very difficult for me to take care of my mother and give her all the things that she expects after, on one hand, she says, oh, I love my daughter, she needs me in her life. And then 5 minutes later, she cussing her out, calling her all kind of bees. I don't cuss. She calling her all kind of bees, somebody she can't stand her, this, and this, she no good. That's hard for her daughter to have a normal mother-daughter relationship with her, or daughter-mother relationship with her, because of how she treats her. So in my opinion, both of them need to have some deep therapy. They need to do therapy separate, so the mother can speak her piece to her therapist, the daughter can speak her piece to her therapist, and then after they've done some healing, then they need to come together and have therapy together and mend their relationship, because other than that, It's never going to happen. I was appalled when I watched the show and I saw her on one hand say, oh, I love you. You're my daughter. You're my only child. You need me so bad in your life. And then 2 seconds later, she jumped up from the table and started cussing her out and calling her all kinds of names. And I was like, oh my goodness, what kind of mother is that? I was like, that lady got a serious problem. So of course, her daughter is going to detach her feelings from her, because not only isn't she acting like a mother, but she's not treating her like she's her daughter. So it's not going to get any better, because it's like a continuous cycle or a merry-go-round. They keep going around the same situation, the same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And when they decide that they really want to get it together, they're going to get off that merry-go-round and they're going to go get some therapy and then try to mend their fences that way. But other than that, until that happens, it's going to be the same. So I feel bad for the mother. I feel bad for the daughter.
Thank you so much.
And I really feel bad. I really feel bad because they're two Black women. I really do.
Thank you, sister. We'll go to the next caller. Okay.
Thank you.
7507, call you on the air.
Yes, Wiley. I wanted to touch on two things. First of all, with Lauren London. Okay, so even if it was true, I didn't really necessarily care, because Nipsey Hussle died March 2019. That was almost 2 years ago. So who are we to judge her for how she moves on? I don't get that. It's been almost 2 years ago. So he died. Her cootie cat didn't die. So that means she has the right to continue to date if she wants to. She has to move on with her life. She's a woman and she's young. So she has to feel how, she has the right to feel how she wants. And then with Tokyo Toni, she's just crazy. She's crazy. She needs therapy. I feel sorry for Black Chyna. That interview was horrible trying to get through that. It was terrible. Terrible. Tasha did a good job. I don't mean it was horrible, but I'm saying Tokyo Toni
behavior.
That was so hard.
Yep.
You can just see that she's crazy. So I pray for that situation, and I hope that they can get that resolved. But anyway, have a good night, Wiley, and I enjoyed the show.
All right, thank you so very much. Okay.
Okay.
All right, peace. Okay. 3154, call you on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing good.
Okay, well, when I hear Tokyo Toni, it's hard for me to take her serious. Like especially when she robbed Rolling Ray. Like, how you rob Rolling Ray? You know what I'm saying? That's how you know her mind and her lifestyle ain't even in any type of position to say anything. It's a part of me, because when she comes out and she just be saying stuff, and I just feel like she can't be serious. Like, is this a scheme that Todd set up for her to come to us with the bullshit? Because it seems like, these stars, they have to maintain a certain amount of interest in the public in order for them to keep up their kind of like whatever their gross worth is. Like, you have to have people wanting to come to your page and interacting with your content and stuff like that. It's a part of me that feel like Chyna be in on it when Tokyo Toni just comes out and starts saying stuff. I don't know. I just can't take her serious. Because people, when you've been acting a fool your life, you know how to get up and act a fool on cue. Even if you ain't done it in a year or two. I ain't cussed nobody out in a couple of years, but I'm still ready to snap when it's time to snap. You know what I'm saying? So it's a part of me that kind of feels like Chyna and her and Todd be scheming us. Now, Ray J and Princess. Now, that first season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood that Ray J and Princess were on, and their opening scene, and he was driving, they was in the drop top, they was probably on PCH, and he was looking at her eyes, and she was looking at his eyes, and he was telling us about her, you know what I'm saying? It was the first season. I ain't never felt that type of chemistry. I ain't never felt that type of just energy just coming from my TV screen, just exuding. Like, you could just feel the way they felt about each other. I don't think he needs to be cheating on her, because that's very risky. You never know what you can bring home. So I'm not saying if he's cheating on her, that she needs to stay with him. But I really felt some real chemistry between them two. Now, you know, it was Mola's idea for him to pretend that
it's the chemistry. Like the chemistry is there. They meant to be together, right? I think a couple of couple sessions with a licensed therapist, I really think they can get it together and stay together, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. And they both have the same type of get unnecessarily dramatic for no reason type of personality, you know. So as long as nobody is health is at risk and it's not arguing and fighting, fussing in the house, you know what I'm saying? I think they could try to work it out. I agree.
I feel you on that. Thank you for calling in.
Yes. Good night.
Good night. All right.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. Yes. Thank you all so very much for tuning into another episode of the Wiley Show. I personally want to thank all of the moderators in the house tonight. Love you all dearly. I'm Brown 9, Tori Mom. Make sure y'all subscribe to Armin Brown 9. She's a YouTuber. Tori Mom, J Real, Nurse Nicole, Blue Skies, Puppy Love, B Scales, Mouth Open, Shantae Day. Make sure y'all check her out. She's a gamer. She plays games on her channel. Armin Brown 9, she read books. She gets on the party line, etc. Right? TLC and 3, D1, and Bright Star. Thank you all the way to all the moderators. Shout out to the new producers. Shout out to the returning producers. Thank you all so very much. Now, y'all think I don't cuss. Let me say this before I go. We do cuss a lot on station here. We are very unfiltered, right? That is like a character that I developed, like Ray Washington Wiley, where he's a cusser. He drags men and women. Okay, so it is all on station here. It goes really, really down over there. We play music. It is a radio, so you get that radio show feel, unfiltered radio that you would not typically hear on mainstream radio. But we really go in over there on station here. We pinned it. You can listen to all the shows over there. You can listen to every single episode over there. It's one episode that we broke down Tory Lanez Instagram Live. When he was having the women shaking it, I broke that down, and it was so comical. You got to watch it. It is very funny over there. So if any of the producers over there, make sure y'all go out and check us out over there on station because it's really, really highly lit over there on station here. Y'all be blessed. Peace. Got to go. I took my medicine. It's kicking in. It's kicking in, baby. That medicine is kicking in right now, baby. Me and all 15 voices, they even get sleepy. Okay, they even get into the air mattress right now. I hear them putting it up there. Let me go. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Peace.